Hi guys, it's Heidi from Highly and Dragon. I'm back with another weekly reading for the end of July. It's going to be from July 23rd to the 31st. Apologies for the scratchy voice. Hopefully I shouldn't lose it by the end of this reading, but let's go ahead and get started. I am a little bit under the weather at the time of recording, so I do apologize. If you have any trouble hearing what I'm saying, please let me know, and I'll see if I can do the auto captions or something like that. Okay. So as usual, we'll start off the reading by pulling out all the cards. We start with the card of the week, quote unquote, because this does include the last 2 days of July, and it does extend a little bit over the week. And we will have roughly one card each from the Harmony Tarot, a deck for growth, healing, and self-care. Apologies. And the Guarded Dragons. These are the 3 decks for the month. This third deck that I'm using is the Rider-Waite Tarot. I don't have the full card on me right now, but... oh, hey! There you go. This is the quote-unquote original Rider-Waite Tarot. I picked this one up at Barnes & Noble's. This is one of my OG starter decks. Excuse me. The other deck that I started with was Kawaii Tarot. If I have a picture of it, I will put it somewhere on the screen. If I can put it in with my my editing software, but if not, I'll just link it at the end. And with that, let's get started with the card of the week. We have the 7 of Cups reversed. So as always, I will have the cards facing me, and as I read them throughout the reading, I will flip them towards you. So, the 7 of Cups reversed, something may not appear as what it seems. You might, for some of you, you might find out that you actually don't have as many options as you thought you did. You might, there was a lot of, I'm hearing miscommunication. I'm hearing also, sorry, it's my guides. I had told them earlier this week that I would only be doing readings on certain days of the week, and this was a day that I did it unexpectedly, so I'm just barely not feeling them coming in, like, oh my god, we're supposed to do this, so I apologize for that. But to get back here, there was communication, could be both ends, both on my end and both on what's happening on your end. Sorry, I was listening for something. So that's the card of the week. And with that, let's get started. We'll start with July 23rd. I believe that's a Sunday or Monday. You have 2 cards for July 23rd. You have the Judgment upright, and you have the 4 of Cups reversed. Oh. Put them back in. Sometimes if they jump out like that, but not out of the way, it could be a message. Or like that. Yeah, there's a lot going on the 24th. You got a triple threat on the 24th. All 3 of them are in reverse. You have the Devil, the World, and the Queen of Wands reversed. July 25th. I just asked what else is going on July 24th, and I'm like, wait a minute, I already got the cards for them, so that's the 25th. Ooh, okay. The 25th is actually the day when Venus officially goes into retrograde in Leo, so if I have the energy for it, I will do a little brief overview of that before Venus actually does go into Leo. I'm not a professional astrologer, I'm an amateur astrologer, so take whatever I've learned and what I'm telling you with a grain of salt. Always do your own research, because I'm still learning too. I'm always learning. I'm not always the teacher. Sometimes I'm always a student. But hey, life is a learning experience. Okay, why do they jump out on me like that? That's crazy. I don't like that message. Okay, so 2023 minus 2 is 26. This is 27. Let me reshuffle because sometimes. The 27th. 28th. 29. Ooh. The 30th. Ooh, that's a good day. And lastly, the 31st. Ooh. Okay, so you end off the year, excuse me. You end out the month with a very strong sense of not harvest. So the last day of the month is the seven of coins. So as you trail off and close towards the month, you start to get a more set foundation. So based on what I can see here, there's not too much grounding throughout this week, except for the absolute last day. So it looks like here you have the death reversed. The death card does not always mean you die. It just means that sometimes a cycle has not closed, and sometimes you have to review certain patterns. You have to review certain things before that cycle can actually close. So this day might be a day where you have to review, what is this, the 29th? The 29th might be a day that you have to review something before it actually closes. For some of you might know exactly what this is. For others of you, you might not know until months later exactly what this is, what cycle this is that you're trying to close out. The 28th, you have the 10 of Wands reverse. So for some of you, you could be feeling like this is something like, I'm supposed to be tired, I'm supposed to be finished. Why isn't this thing over? For others of you, you kind of have this like restless mind energy where it's like, my body's tired, but my mind is running like 1,000 miles a minute, 1,000 words per minute. So my suggestion for you guys, if you don't regularly work out or if you don't regularly have movement in your life, in your daily practice, this day would be a good day for you to at least, at the bare minimum, just walk for a little bit, so that way your mind can actually have that release and your body can actually catch up with your mind. Because I know for me, personally for me, I know that if I have a restless mind, I have to go work out. But for some of you, that might actually be a good advice for you as well. 27th, you have the 5 of Wands again. I believe this showed up sometime last week or the week previous. So again, this looks like a fun time. However, it looks like fun debates. I'm hearing the phrase cheese and crackers, so this could be just like a little get-together, something light. I don't remember if there's any sports going on during this weekend towards the end of July. I believe baseball is in season, so you might be visiting like a baseball arena of some sort on this weekend. I always forget my days. Apologies. 26th, so I betrayed the Page of Cups. I apologize. So yes, you're 26, you have the Page of Cups. This day could be a day of listening to your intuition. This day might be the best day for you. For some of you to be, I'm not hearing some, I'm hearing all of you. For all of you to be just listening in for cues, for spirit, for any messages that come in. That might be the best day for you guys. Yes, you will be very, I shouldn't say very influenced, but you will have a more higher chance of being influenced by spirit on the 26th, if I have that correct. Yes, on the 26th than any other day throughout this week. 25th, as I mentioned earlier, Venus in Leo finally goes retrograde on this day. It does not come out of retrograde until I believe September 6th. For some of you, it'll be the classic somebody from your past reaches back out. For others of you, this would actually be a work opportunity of some sort. I do not see a corporation, however, I do see more of you catching up on old hobbies. There's more of a hobby influence. There's more of like a casual, very fun, lighthearted influence than there is like how do I describe it? Like corporate art type of feeling. Like, you know how some corporations have that weird, like, I personally don't like the art style, but it's just those blocky character type of thing. I don't see those. No, excuse me, I do see those, but it's more like work related for some of you. For others of you, it's more casual, more like people related. Because I also see the opposition in Aquarius, so depending on where Aquarius and Leo are set up in your chart, this is where it might show up for you. I know personally for me, I have Leo in my 5th and 4th house, so it'll show up somehow in my 5th house because that's where it's going to station and go retrograde, but I'll explain that later in another video. Preferably when I'm not like this. So 24th, you have a triple whammy. You have Queen of Wands, World, and the Devil reversed. So this day might be a chaotic day. This day might feel like you're extremely stuck. For some of you, you might be trying to beat addictions, but you just feel like you cannot absolutely beat these addictions. Like, oh my goodness. But it just takes a little bit of being more confident in yourself in order to flip these cards upright. If you need to do affirmations, if you know your affirmations, do your affirmations. How do I explain it? Do your affirmation rituals probably twice that day, in order to prevent this addiction coming in and also this workaholic energy coming in. I remember hearing earlier that, but Capricorn is both ruled by the World and the Devil. This could be the higher form and the lower form, so you'll want to keep these both in balance. My voice is going. Oh no. But yes, you do want to keep these in balance. So once you get your self-confidence up and you get it in, at the very least, like a healthy form, in a healthy stasis, you'll be fine and you'll be able to flip these cards from reverse to upright. So it just starts as soon as you wake up. Just repeat your affirmations. If you have to repeat them an extra time, that might be what it takes. Or if you need to do some spell work in your food and your rituals in the morning, that would be your best bet for the day. And lastly, the 23rd, we have Judgment and the 4 of Cups reversed. So this day you might be hearing back from somebody that declined your offer or never reviewed your offer. That's what for some of you. For I'm hearing middle school, so if you're a younger viewer, something about middle school. I'm hearing like somebody's nephew from middle school. You could be having like a what would it be called? Like a growth spurt of some sort, where you're kind of deciding to just leave whatever it is that you were like mulling over for so long and just try something new again. Okay. So we have that out. This is the Harmony Tarot, as I mentioned it weeks before. This deck I have a hard time connecting with, but I'm going to do my best and connect with it one way or another. I'm really hoping that I can pull these out for first Friday. Okay. Do you need one more? I think you need at least 1 or 2 more. Oh, there you go. 2 more. Especially what's going on over here. And then we have Garden Dragons. These are your affirmation buddies. I feel like you need to. Okay, I don't need everybody to come out. There you go. Is that the Blueberry Dragon? Oh, I love my Blueberry Dragon. And the Turnip Dragon. Oh my goodness, I love these cards. I genuinely love this deck. It's just something about, I love dragons. I grew up with dragons, so that's why. So you have both Blueberry Dragon and Turnip Dragon. So goals and resilience. So the goal, I'm hearing this relates back to Venus and Leo. During the time that Venus and Leo is in retrograde, you will have to be resilient in your goals. You might have to redirect. You might have to what's the word I'm looking for? You might have to pivot. You might have to pivot in certain times during the Venus Leo retrograde, especially in regards to which house it overlays in. But your end goals will have to be reviewed as during this 4-month period that Venus is in retrograde. Excuse me. So for the Harmony deck, you have Two of Summer, Page of Winter reversed, and Grace reversed. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so let me pull this out. And the page, we'll start with Grace. Okay, Grace, lack of ability, morality, compassion, selflessness. The Grace card signifies that integrity or morality may be missing. This hints at a loss of balance or that moderation is needed in some way. Work may be required to restore equilibrium to anything that feels out of control. This could also indicate that you or someone close to you is exhibiting laziness, selfishness, damaging habits, or letting ego lead the way. You may need to think about your own behaviors before judging other people and show compassion. Look further than your own needs and think of the welfare of others. Volunteer in something and reevaluate anything that could be making you power hungry. It's okay to be vulnerable and to push yourself out of your comfort zone to restore peace in your life. The earth is the best medicine at this time. Reconnect with what's important and take each step with grace and respect. So this does definitely tie back into here. It's okay if this is like your quote unquote day one, but then you feel like you mess up. It's completely okay. Just you would have to refocus your energies, especially as you lead into here on the 25th. And things will start to flow a lot easier. So don't worry too much about it. Okay, Page of Winter, Two of Summer. Hey, I got Two of Summer first. Okay, so we'll start with Two of Summer. Pairing, trust, loyalty. This card Can I read? I need new glasses. I apologize. This card relates to a pairing or attachment of some kind. The Two of Summer symbolizes a new direction or a milestone in a relationship. It could be in a work partnership or taking a romantic union to a new level, such as marriage, or making your connection official in another way. The new direction could also mean that there are areas to explore within this pairing that can indicate changes that might be accompanied by distrust, doubt, or jealousy. Loyalty takes two. So do your best and do your part and trust in the relationship's natural development without overthinking each other's motives. Keeping respectful, honest communication is key, so talk with your partner in an open-minded manner and connect with close friends with whom you have shared established bonds for support. The question starts making sense over here. If you decide to go back to somebody before the retrograde, you might have to work out some kinks. So I'm seeing where that comes in now. Once again, it's okay if it's a pattern that you have to reestablish and figure out. That's your journey. I'm not gonna judge. I don't know if I can help you. I'm letting you know right now. I will not do love spells, mainly because I don't have enough knowledge in them to do them, and I don't want them to backfire on me, so you'll have to consult with somebody else about that. And lastly, the Page of Winter. Page of Winter is reversed, and so is Grace. So Page of Winter is fresh viewpoint, curiosity, and open mind. The Page of Winter is a fresh viewpoint, offering the chance to reopen your mind and to come up with original ideas. Studying or learning skills that are out of your comfort zone breaks the cycles of stale energy. Being curious, open-minded can benefit you now and in the future. Branch out into areas of education that you haven't yet explored, such as podcasts, new classes, or any method of expanding your horizons. Rest and switching off completely in order to refocus your energy are necessary to keep you on track. Oh my goodness, that scared me. So it would be a good idea to listen in on podcasts, especially in regards to whoever the themes for Venus and Leo will be for you. That would be your self-care for this last section of the July. I apologize. I think I but I dealt with these, but I didn't remember. I didn't. Refreshing and sharp. So you might have to be, before you start this week off, you might have to, especially here, do a little bit of a refreshing self-care habit. I forget what it's called. Self-care routine, and a little bit of a sharpness for you in order to do well over here, especially in regards to this day. So that's the rest of the, excuse me, that's the end of this reading. I do have a quick reminder. This week I believe I will be putting out my mediumship class. So I shouldn't say class, but just like the tips and tricks that I know about mediumship. I also, I should keep these out. I keep forgetting. I always do this all the time. I'll deal with this in a minute. I will be doing First Friday on the first week of August 4th of 2023. I am posted somewhere around Roosevelt, and I think it's 3rd Street or something like that. I'll put the address later as we come up to the date on my socials, so keep an eye out for that. I will be doing personal readings on First Friday. I'm going to be there from 6 to 10, but if you cannot make it in there, you can go ahead and reach me at the link in my description. I believe it leads to my, I think it's called Snip Feed, and you can schedule a reading with me over there. I sound like a grandma, oh my god. Anyways, that's all the announcements that I have. I look forward to seeing you in next month's readings and in anything else that I post on this channel. So, with that said, have a good one. Bye.